Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Brianna Lentz and today we are talking all about bees. Today's video is 50 cross stitch patterns with bees part 1. Yes, part 1. That means that there will be a part 2 to this video because there are so many. I had no idea. Like, I knew that it was popular. I knew that I'd seen a lot of cross stitch patterns with bees, but I don't know, my brain just didn't compute how many patterns there were with bees, especially this year. There were a lot of new patterns that came out from designers at Nashville Needlework Market 2024. So today's video is going to be 50 patterns on the dot, but I'm going to be talking about a lot of different designers and all of the patterns that they have, and then in part 2 will be more of the designers with larger libraries of cross stitch patterns with bees. So today, let's see how many, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. I'm going to share 13 designers today, and then next week's might have less designers, but still about 50 patterns, I would guess. I mean, I haven't counted, but I'm gonna guess that there's probably gonna be at least 50. So that's where we'll go today. So today we're going to be talking about bee patterns, Beeskeps, beehives, flowers and bees, spring, summer, with bees, that kind of a thing. We are going to be sharing Erin Elizabeth, Hands-On Design, Jeanette Douglas, The Blue Flower, Shanna Christine Designs, October House Fiber Arts, and a few others. So if that is something that you're interested in watching, well, I'm glad, because that's what we're doing. All right, so first order of business, I know this is coming out on a Friday if you're watching this in real time in June, but we had severe storms and a lot of summer activities, and Wednesday just didn't happen. So I'm so sorry for not sticking to that schedule. But because there's going to be a part 2, there's just going to be an extra video next week, which is going to be great. If you have never seen one of these videos before, hi, I'm Brianna Lentz. I'm glad you found me. I do a ton of these videos where I share 50 cross stitch patterns thematically, and down below in the description box I will have a playlist that will take you to a list of all of these different videos that I've done starting in I think October of last year. I am recording this June 2024, so all the patterns that I share today will be updated as much as June 6, 2024, which is today's date. Let's see. Also, I will be scooting to this side of the screen, and I will be sharing each pattern that I discuss on the screen here, and I will be looking down because everything that I share today will also be on my website at briannalentz.com, and I'm going to be looking at that because I always share in chronological order, and you can hit the link down below that will take you straight to briannalentz.com to see a gallery for each designer of these patterns. Does that make sense? Like, on my website, there will be the designer, a tile gallery of their pictures, a list of their patterns, and then I'll move on to the next one. And at the very bottom of my post, you will have a PDF download to where you can print out the entire list of patterns that I shared today, and that will also be relevant to part 2 of this series. Following this, we're going to continue on with summer themes for cross stitch patterns, and I just want to say I'm so happy you guys have been enjoying my Patriotic part 1 through 4. If you haven't seen those yet, those will be listed down below as well. Let's see. Okay. Also, I guess that's the buzzword for today. I'm going to be taking drinks periodically because it's a lot of talking and I get thirsty. All right. So today, 50 cross stitch patterns with bees, part 1. Let's see. First designer that I want to share today is Erin Elizabeth, and these were so much fun to go through because bees are just so much fun. Like, they just put you in a good mood. I've actually haven't stitched very many bees, but this year I'm like, okay, let's fix that. I've done a video where I've done a primitive Beeskep, which I tried to find it. I don't know where it is. I might have put it with my fall things. But I have a video where I've done like a primitive bee. I put the picture up here. Beeskep and like primitive bees. So if that's something that you're interested in having your decor, I'll put that down below. I need to go find that. I bet it's in my fall things. I bet I had it through like September. Anyway, but it just put me in the mood for all things bees. So I'm gonna be sharing Erin Elizabeth first, then we're gonna go to Cottage Garden Samplings, and they're just so bright and colorful. And one more thing is not included in the list of 50 today, but I did make, I wanted to be part of the party. So I have made 2 different bee cross stitch patterns. One, if you are part of my newsletter, which is free, then you would have gotten a bee bookmark pattern in June 2024's newsletter. And if you haven't subscribed to my newsletter, go to BriannaLentz.com. There's a pop-up window, and then you could subscribe there, or you can just email me at briannalentz.business@gmail.com, and I can add you that way too if you'd like to. I always have a freebie every month, as well as just kind of updating you on what's going on. And then I have another pattern that I will have in my Etsy shop when this video uploads, Friday, June 6, 2024, and it's Bees and Their Honey. And so Bees and Their Honey is now available as a PDF download with a freebie in my Etsy shop. So if that's something that you're interested in, go ahead, briannalentzshop.etsy.com, and I would love to see you there. I'd love to know your opinions, and I just want to say thanks for always supporting me. Like I said, those are bonus things not included in the 50 today. So like I said, Erin Elizabeth, number 1 is Bee Score New. Okay, so this is adorable. I'm loving seeing different designers dabble with Bee Score News. Still want to make one. Every time I see one, I'm like, oh, I want to make this one, but I really do. I really like this one. It's really pretty. So you have Bee Score New, then you have Honey House, super adorable. And she has upped her game in her finishing lately, and it shows. So she went from having just digital patterns to now being able to have, you know, these different finishes, and I would assume different partnerships and stuff like that. And so it's really pretty. So we have Honey House, which is absolutely adorable, a trio of patterns in there. Then we have Bee Tier, so cute. So she has an entire series of these tiered trays, and they're really fun. I love this, and I think that you can absolutely stitch all of her patterns and you would be set for your hutch or whatever. Next we have Be Kind. This one's right up my alley. This is absolutely something that I would stitch. I mean, I would stitch all of them, but I just look at some of these and I'm like, this really appeals to me, like how I would, you know, have things up. So Be Kind, super pretty. Then you have Home, which is that play on home, and the Beeskep is the O for home. That is really, if you have modern farmhouse decor and all of those things, you know, if you have that, I mean, let's be real, if you have like that fat quarter shop aesthetic, like that would go right in. Fresh Honey, I loved this one too. Fresh Honey is super cute. I hadn't seen this one until I was putting in the patterns for today, and I mean, I think you could tell that I probably like this because I have my own honey jar. And then lastly is Bee Farm, and this is one of her newest releases, and it's really pretty, and I like it because like even on her Instagram she'll show like how you can get the crackle effect on the finishing, which is something that I love doing. I don't know what they call it anymore. Is it like, it used to be toll painting, decorative painting, I don't know what they call it now, but you know, that decorative painting effect. And so super duper adorable. Bee Farm, local honey. All right, so Erin Elizabeth, really loved her patterns. Next, I want to share 3 from Cottage Garden Samplings, and the first one is BZ Spring, and I love all of her patterns for A Time for All Seasons, but this is her number 5, and this is one that would go all the way through. Like, it's not just like a spring bee, like it carries all the way through August to September with the sunflowers, and I think it's gorgeous, and I love her use of orange in this pattern because you don't see orange very often in these types of patterns. Number 2, we have Be Happy, so super adorable. That one would be a really fun and fast stitch. And keep in mind, if you don't like the happy in the middle, you can omit that, and it would take it from being very modern to being more, you know, less modern. So you don't have to keep that happy in there if you don't want to. I like to sometimes, and then sometimes I'm like, you know what, I just want the pretty picture. And lastly, this is my favorite of hers actually, is June's honeysuckle from June's honeysuckle from her My Garden Journal series, and I really liked this one very much. And her honeysuckle is pink. Honeysuckle where I live is like the super invasive white Japanese honeysuckle, so it's all white and yellows, but I love this one. So you be my honeysuckle, I'll be your honeybee. I can't sing it, but you know what song you're thinking in your head. Blake Shelton, you know what I'm saying? All right, moving on, we have Shannon Christine Designs, and I love this one. It's so bright and pretty. Is Sweet Hive. I think this one came out this year. I thought it was really cute, super adorable, and I love the heart in the center. So bright and very eye-catching. So Sweet Hive. Then we have Sweet as Honey. So great companion pieces, super adorbs. Next we have You Are My Sunshine. I love this one. This is another one that you can do all the way through August. So if you are taking notes or you have my PDF download, and you're looking to get ones that you could stitch, not just for spring, but go through to early fall, I would bookmark some of these that have the sunflowers next to them, because you could get more longevity. I mean, you can have these out all as long as you want, but you definitely could have some of these transition to early fall. And You Are My Sunshine is one of those. Another one, if you are a gnome person, Busy Bee Mug is so cute. So cute. It's the only pattern I have today with gnomes, I'm pretty sure. So adorable. So cute. And there are crochet patterns that I believe that if you do like regular amigurumi, like they do gnomes just like this. So you could do like the crochet gnome and then have this, and it would be like really cute. Lastly, you have Bee Sampler. So always humble, create lots of buzz, buzz off, be the queen, stick with your honey, believe in yourself. So you could do all of those in one big Manda Jamba, or you could do small pillows, you could do strips. I mean, buying this one pattern, you'd be able to do a ton of things. So super adorable. And personally, I love her use of purple, because you don't see purple very often. And not all of us are against purple. You know, funny, I don't know if I've shared this before, but funny story time is all through, like probably through 25, I couldn't stand the color purple, dark purple, light purple, light purple especially. I didn't like it. I was adverse to it. I don't know what it was. My sister couldn't stand red. She hated red. And I couldn't stand purple. And funny enough, when I was in my teens, I had to move into my niece's bedroom for a couple of years, and wouldn't you know, it was light purple. Oh, I hated it. But Fiona, when she was young, guess what her favorite color was? Purple. And she still likes purple. And purple is also probably one of, besides green, like the best color for redheads to wear is purple. Anyway, so one day I'm going shopping with my mother-in-law, and I picked up something purple, and I think it was like a purple shirt or something, and she was like, what are you doing? Like, you hate purple. And I was like, you know what? Like, Fiona she's 11 now, my oldest daughter, she's like, I mean, I'm telling her she loves purple so much that every time I see purple now, I can't help but be happy. Like, I love purple because purple made her so genuinely happy. Like, she just loved purple. She still likes purple. And so now I love purple. And there isn't a color that I dislike. There isn't a color that I'll put up. Like, sure, purple clashes somewhat or whatever, but like, I don't know, like I just think of Fiona as a really little girl and how much she loved purple and unicorns and just that absolute innocence of time. And I love purple. I love purple now. And I don't care if it matches my decor or not. I loved working with purple. So there you go. There's my little story about purple. Anywho's, okay, moving on. Blackbird Designs. I'm going to share it to you from Blackbird, and this is Honeybee from their Garden Club series, and this is number 3. So you have, I mean, this would go really well with the cottage garden samplings, honeysuckle. But you have, what is this? Honeybee. And next we have the Humming of the Bees, which is so gorgeous. I love watching Flosstubers stitch this. This seems like so much work, but it is so pretty. And so Humming of the Bees by Blackbird Designs. All right, following Blackbird, I want to share Hands-On Design. So Hands-On Design has so many patterns. It's hard not to share her work every time, but I definitely knew I'd be sharing her today because she had one of my favorite releases for the year at market. So first is, of course, Botanical Bee, and I have not stitched this yet. I have it in my cart. I need to. I love it so much. It's just so bright and fun and vibrant, and I absolutely love it. So if you've stitched this one, let me know down below in the comments. Following this, we have the Buzz of her Block Party series, which is awesome, and I applaud any of you who stitch and finish that. Applaud you. Next we have Clover and Hive. I really like Clover and Hive a lot. It's a lot of repetitive stitching, but it's really, really pretty. And it's really gorgeous. So I really like this one, and I like how she finished it with the hive in the background and the dark brown. Next we have Humble Honey. So Humble Honey is really cute. So remember when she was doing all the chalkboard work, and then I have one that she collaborated with Priscilla later. I don't think that she collabed on this one. I think this one's hers, but Humble Honey is the bee's knees. I really like this one, and it's pretty cheap. So if you are looking for a fast finish and a cheaper pattern, like this one was really reasonable. Next we have a trio of patterns, which is, Just Be More. Like this one a lot. It's pretty, and I think that this would match a lot of really pretty quilt work with the blacks and the whites and the yellows. Next we have a really interesting one, which is Oh Beehive, and this cross stitch pattern includes 7 hexes. So it is 3 cross stitch patterns, but on that main cross stitch pattern there's 7 hexes, and it says that includes the pattern for that. Really like this one. I like the darker brown again. And then finally we have Queen Bee Flower Farm, which is one of Priscilla Blaine's early cross stitch artwork. No, what am I trying to say? Priscilla, my brain is like mashing up things today. Priscilla Blaine of Stitching with the Housewives, her chalkboard artwork. If you are new to cross stitch, she collaborated with Hands-On Design quite a few years ago. I mean, I would say 4 to 6 years ago, somewhere around there. I'm pretty sure I'm safe to say. And so this is one of them. And I believe some of them came out with just Hands-On Design, and some of them were in cross stitch magazines. And so anyway, so these early ones are underneath Hands-On Design. She's the one that charted it, she's the one that released it, but it's based off of Priscilla Blaine's artwork, and this is one of them. So there you go. You know, a lot of us who have been around for a while know that information, but there's a lot of people who are new to cross stitch and they might not know some of these things from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to be more considerate of that when I discuss my videos. Okay, next I have one from Bank Creek. I'm sure she has more, but I wanted to share this one because when I think of bees, this is what one of the patterns that I think of, which is Spring Row. I would love to do this one, and I would love to have it up. This I think would look really good with my stuff, like if I have this and a couple other things, and that darn Beeskep primitive one that I can't find. The thing is like I made like 3 or 4 of them, and I sold one, I gave one away, and I had like 1 or 2. I think I might have like gifted another one, and now I can't find any of it, and it's just like bumming me out. They were super fun to make. Okay, so Spring Row. And next, if you've been wondering, Brianna, at what point are you going to discuss Primrose Cottage Stitches? Well, now I thought about saving it for last, but I actually I chose somebody else, which I'm really happy about. I love Primrose Cottage Stitches, but there's probably my favorite bee chart that I've seen, and I'm going to save that for last. So next we're going to discuss, like I said, Primrose Cottage Stitches. Sometimes I get like in my routine of things. And what's cool about, and I didn't notice this, about all of the 8 patterns I'm going to share from Primrose Cottage Stitches is that they're all color coordinated. So you have yellows, teals, browns, whites, and they all coordinate, which I think is really smart because you have the same color story within all 8 patterns. So if you wanted to build something, I mean, it's unique to their brand, and you are going to create a dedicated customer wanting to have at least all 8 of them in their collection, which I think is really smart. Also is beneficial, is cost beneficial to you, the stitcher, because as long as you have like your favorite ones that you've stitched, you just have to buy those colors. So that's kind of something that I'm thinking about, because I think that that's really smart, because I'm always thinking about how, like, I like to save money. So like, you know, you, the stitcher, like, I want you to be able to save money too. So I think this is really smart. I don't know for sure if they call for the same blues and the same yellows and the same browns for each pattern, but you could in theory, if it's not already. Okay, enough talking. I'm a chit chatter today. All right, so first one is Hive rules. They have a lot of rules, you guys. And this one is Hive rules. I have so enjoyed watching people stitch this on Instagram. Like, I think Red Poppy Crafts, I believe she is doing this. And I really enjoyed watching her progress. Like, I would love to stitch. I say this about all of their rules. I don't know, maybe that can be a goal for next year. I always say that. Like, I need to watch all of my videos back. Be like, what promises did you make to yourself, Brianna? But anyway, I love this one too. Hive Rolls, I think, is so cute. And is one of the longer pieces, charts that I'm sharing today. And it says it also has a bonus chart included. I didn't look to see what that was, but there's a bonus chart included. All right, next we have the Honeybee Quaker, which is again part of a series. It's part of their Quaker series. Love these, so pretty. And you guys clearly love them too, because these are one of their hottest things that they're always selling and stitching, and I'm seeing everywhere. Next, I would rather be stitching, so adorable. Yeah, I would like that. I would rather be stitching. And then A, B, C. Now this, I want to stitch a lot of these, but if I had to pick one out of the 8, I would do A, B, C, just because I love their typography on this, and I think that it would be fast to finish. I think it'd be a larger finish, and I really enjoy it. So A, B, C, super adorable. Next, we have Be Happy. So it says, be happy, be humble, be kind, really adorbs. Then Be Nice, or Buzz Off, super funny. I like that one. Next, we have August 9 patch. And then finally, we have Bumblebee Kisses. So if you are seeing some of these from Primrose Cottage Stitches for the first time, most of these are some in a series, and all of them are really fun. And they would go all through from spring to late August because of the color palette. I love it a lot. Love it, love it, love it. I love their designs. I think they just put you in a good mood when you look at them. All right, today I'm also gonna be sharing 2 from Jeanette Douglas. First being Chubby Bee. So cute. So I think this is a 2024. Yeah, oh, it says 2024 on it. So it's a new release by Jeanette Douglas this year. Super cute. That would be a fast one to do. Next we have Bee Stitches. This one would not be so fast. But so classy. That is a classy chart. So Jeanette Douglas, love it. Next, I saw this while I was skimming through things, and I was like, oh, I like this one. I don't think I've ever shared, New York Dreamer before, but this is one by New York Dreamer, and it is called Pink Cushion with a Bee on Top. So if you're looking for something different shape, something just different, this is a great option for you. So yeah, I'm gonna look into her other work, because this is the first one that I've seen from her, so I need to look into her. New York Dreamer. All right, next, I haven't shared Lizzie Kate in a while, but I knew today was going to be one of the days that I did, and I'm only going to be sharing 5 today from Lizzie Kate. And first we have, oh, I didn't write the list in my thing. Okay, hold on. I gotta come here, go to my other thing. Okay, first is Busy Bee. This is really cute. So you have 3 patterns. You have Be Yourself, Everyone Else is Taken. I love that. Number 2, Busy as a Bee, My Needle and Me. Also love that. And number 3 is this really pretty round one where you can put your initials. Super duper classy. I think I need this one in my collection. I like that. That's so sweet. Anywho, I have such a soft spot for Lizzie Kate. Next we have spring smalls. So I will also be sharing summer smalls, but I just did it out of order, so kind of mix it up. So spring smalls, I love this one too. And then you have like a monochromatic buzz at the end. You could change the colors, you can make it fit everything, or you can do it monochromatic too. So that one's really pretty. Next we have June, which has the Beeskep, and finally, so 1, 2, 3. I guess I'm doing 4. Did I say 5? I'm doing 4. Last, we have summer smalls, which you have the berries, the strawberries, watermelon, and then you have the pretty bees. And so those are all really pretty. And I like all the different textures that they finished her charts with. So super adorable. So yeah, so Lizzie Kate, I'm sure you've seen them, but those are iconic to me in the summertime. Next, I'm going to be sharing 2 from Cherry Hill Stitchery. So number 1 is Bumble Honey Co. Super sweet. And then to coordinate with that one, you have bumblebees and my daughter just ran across. Bumblebees and flowers, please. So really love this. I think that this would match extremely well with the Primrose Cottage stitches. So again, if you wanted to keep that color story, you could do green, or if you like these greens, you can always change the teal to this green and it would all match. She just grabbed a bag of our mini hair ties, and her sister are in her room, and they're Fiona's being a champ. They were doing like spirograph things. Like Jules woke up and decided she was going to have clubs, and so they're having a club meeting about spirographs, and now they're making clothes for her stuffies. And so Fiona's being a total champion, and they're designing clothes for Jules's stuffies. I love it. Okay, moving on from my distractions. Okay, I love this one. October House Fiber Arts. I really am falling in love with this designer. I like her aesthetic. It's really pretty. And Honey Fair is the first one that I'm going to be sharing today. Faire. I just really like this a lot. This reminds me a lot of like the same size pieces of some of the Little House Needleworks that I have enjoyed, but I feel like it has just like a dimension of cottage. And I'm not saying that I'm just saying like what the things that I love about these different designers I see in her stuff, and it's a nice marriage of things in one designer. So like there's just different aesthetics from Little House Needleworks that I see, and there's things from Cottage Garden Samplings I see, and they're just like on a smaller scale, and I think it's really pretty. I just think her work is pretty, and it's very appealing to me. Also, we have the Queen Bee, which is a skinny mini. This would be a really fast one to stitch. So the Queen Bee, love it, love it, love it. All right. Oh, I guess I'm already at my last designer today, which is the Blue Flower. Okay, the Blue Flower has quite possibly, in my opinion, some of the most ornate but most pretty bees in cross stitch. Like her work is just really impressive with bees in general, but I just love her bees. And so first we have In Praise of Pollinators, and this is a huge one. There's a lot in here, a lot of animals, and it is just incredibly gorgeous. You have a hummingbird, bee, different bees, birds, bat. I mean, it's really pretty. And next week when I share part 2 to this video, I'll have to bring this back because like there are certain charts that I've seen, especially this last year, that I feel like from different designers would go so well aesthetically. Like they're so different, but their color choices and their vibrance, like it would just be so pretty to have like a wall of these different charts. Like I'm thinking of Tiny Modernist, and I'm thinking Hello from Liz Matthews, like, and I'm thinking of the Blue Flower. Like I'm just thinking their color choices and everything, like they would just marry so well. And so anyway, so today is the Blue Flower. I'm getting carried away with myself. I'm having a hard time staying focused. Is In Praise of Pollinators. It's just so pretty. You know, like you guys know, spring is my favorite, so I just kind of get lost in it. But okay, moving on, Brianna, we are going to talk about Tudor Bee. This one's really pretty. I hadn't seen this one either, and it's just really elegant, really elegant, really classy, and is very different. And so I think that this would go really well too, now that I'm looking at it with hands-on designs, the Bee Pollinator, no, Bee Botanical. Or, oh yeah, and then this year she released this one. This was one of my favorite releases in market too, just because I thought it was genius. And it's the Bees in the Greenhouse. Like this finishing, I don't even know how. That's beyond my skill level currently, and it's just so impressive to me. And if you are interested in seeing that video, I'll also have that like just linked down below, my needlework market, because I feel like I keep referencing it. So I'll have that link down below. That 50, I don't think it's like 50, I think it's just 2024 Nashville needlework market releases. So if you want to see that video, I'll just make it easy for you to find. Next we have Autumn Bee, another one that I hadn't seen, but these colors are so pretty. And you know what would go really well with this color palette is, I might have said this before because this seems familiar to me, but the Tula Pink fabric designer, and Tula Pink, she has a lot of like really loud prints, a lot of loud colors, and she's just a lot of fun. This, I think like they could do a really cool collaboration, the Blue Flower and Tula Pink. Anyway, so love that. Second to last that I'll be sharing today is Quilting Bee. I think this is really pretty, really dynamic. But finally is my favorite, and it is Sleeping Bee. And I think this is just so gorgeous and so timeless, and I'm in love with it so very much. I'm so impressed by people who fully finish this on a box. And I have mentioned her before. I'm going to Google her real quick, but I will link this video down below. I'll have to find it. But yes, Tamara and Cross Stitch. She is on YouTube. She is a floss tuber, and she has, I think last year or the year before, where she was like doing different themes, and she did like a couple of months where she just did bees. And one of her, if you hear something, is my kids in the background. And there was another video where she did this, and she fully finished down a box from IKEA that I don't think is available now anymore, but she did this and it was so pretty. And so she stitched it, she fully finished it, and it was gorgeous. So I'll link her channel down below, and I'll try to find that specific video that I'm talking about, and I'll link that down below. But she uploads videos in English and in Russian, and she is originally from Moldova, living in the UK. And I watch every single one of her videos. I love her content, and she does a phenomenal job. She does a bunch of Just Nan, that's kind of her specialty. She does a lot of shepherd's bush, hardinger, and she did this one. So anyway, so if this is up your alley, go check her out, because her content is just fabulous. All right, so that is the 50 that I have to share today. And like I said, these are so much fun. I am going to be getting out part 2 pretty quickly, really as quickly as I can. Today is Thursday, so I'm not going to say what day I'm going to get that video out, but as soon as I can, I'm just going to publish it. I'm not going to worry about what day it's getting on, because I wasn't planning on doing a part 2, but I'm excited that I get to. So thank you everybody for watching these videos. If you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed. Please share this video on your social media or with a friend, anybody that is a stitcher or just likes bees. I think this is just fun to watch because it's fun to make. And I just appreciate all of your support. Go check out my pattern at my Etsy shop, briannalynchshop.etsy.com. And I will see you guys in my next project and in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.